Welcome back everyone to the channel. So in this video I want to focus on the keys to longevity as a classroom teacher. Number one, prioritize your well-being. Take self-care, okay, and I mean real self-care. Don't just, I survive the day, okay? You need to set your boundaries, protect your time. When you're at school, you're at school. When you're outside of school, don't be checking emails. Don't be, try best not to be responding to things that are happening in school. It's just going to be a discipline, but you can get there. Okay, you might need to turn off email notifications. Start carving out some quiet time when you're at school as well. Okay, if you feel stuff building up, get through the lesson if you're teaching, and then use 10 minutes after the lesson or during your planning time or whatever. Get your breathing under control, go for a walk, get out of your head and recenter. Okay, now remember, you can't pour from an empty cup either. Okay, so make sure you're eating well, moving regularly and sleeping. Obviously everyone's got busy lives. We've just had our second child due in a couple of months. Our first child just turned 2. So I mean, we're having problems at night trying to sleep and stuff around that. I know if I don't get good sleep, it definitely impacts my teaching the next day. But the routine is going to be important, okay, where you can get to bed at the same time, wake up early, get your eating right, make sure your hydration, all that stuff. And exercise is going to be a key one as well. Prioritize your well-being. Number 2, build up a strong support network. Longevity means leaning on others. For years, I thought it was just going to be a one-person machine, do everything myself. Now, what sort of built my confidence in the early years by able to do this definitely started to affect me mid-career when I started when I started to feel, like the world's on top of you. Okay, so what I learned is to lean on others. Okay, find a mentor, find people to talk to. It doesn't have to be people at the school. It doesn't have to be people in teaching. Just have someone you can talk to get stuff out of your head. Okay, definitely helps out. Okay, if you can find good people at the school or people that that you can relate to, that's going to be important as well. But it's not the end all. So don't freak out or panic if you start to feel that you're not fitting in. There's people out there, okay, online communities, teaching communities, whatever. Okay, if it gets real serious, go, there's professional health experts out there if we need as well. But your support network is going to be crucial. Keep learning and growing. Okay, longevity isn't just about surviving. Okay, it's about thriving and staying passionate. So find ways to keep your teaching fresh and exciting. With online platforms these days, there's so much out there showcasing good teachers doing good things. Okay, so have the guts to try new things. I mean, I know I can get stuck in my ways at times, haven't taught for so long, but I mean, be able to take the risk, challenge yourself, keep it interesting and engaging in the classroom. Fight the short battles. You don't have to fight the long battles all the time, meaning if your lessons aren't working, try change it up. Okay, it'll be hard in the short term, but the long-term gains will be well worth it. Okay, keep growing and expanding your teaching toolkit. Okay, the best thing about every good teacher I've seen later in their career or with the experience is always looking to grow, try new things, okay, develop new things in the toolbox. Okay, you might have to go to professional developments or check out different conferences, whatever you can do to bring back the enthusiasm or innovation. That's going to be the key. Just don't overwhelm yourself as well. Okay, like always, balance it where you can, start small and see where you can go from there. Number 4, set realistic expectations. This one is huge. I think as teachers, we can definitely, lean towards perfectionism, I guess. But you don't need to do that. I mean, the fact that you're doing public speaking by itself is one of the hardest things you can do, one of the most fearful things you can do. As a teacher, you're getting up there and doing it in front of 20, 30 kids, which may or may not want to be at school, plus everything else they've got in their life. So the fact you're actually rocking up each day is a massive win, and society should be grateful for it. But in saying that, set your expectations. Okay, if you have a difficult day or a difficult class, or don't just think I'm going to go in there and be an incredible teacher, which I think, as saying before, teachers can do, hold themselves to this, highly accountable standard, which isn't always, black and white. Not be just perfect or you're not. You want to make sure that you are, incrementally stepping in the right direction. Set achievable goals for yourself and students. I'm big on goal setting. I think it's made a massive difference in my life by doing it. But I mean, you don't have to go crazy with all the different types of goals and acronyms out there. But just ones I like in my daily planner. I have 1 or 2 goals. One for my teaching game for the day, and then one for my leadership game. Do that, and at the end of the day, before I leave school, I just reflect whether I achieved that goal or not. Okay, and that just keeps me accountable. And it sort of keeps things clear in my mind to where I'm heading towards, okay, as a teacher and as a leader. Celebrate your wins. One of the best pieces of advice I got in my first year teaching was to keep a box of all the things that students give you, like cards and stuff like that. Now, you can see, students write stuff. Thank you for a lot of thank you notes. You made a difference there. And it's especially the students that were hard at first are usually the students that, really appreciate you putting the work in. I mean, that's been great over the years, especially, nearly 20 years now. Stuff starting to accumulate. So when you're having a bad day, or you feel like in the teaching career you're not making a difference as much as you hope you would, you can go to that and go, you know what, I've done good things over time, and here's the proof for it. Okay, so celebrate your small wins, and even to go back from that as well. And just the fact that you're getting up each day and going out and trying to help people is a massive thing. The fact that you got back into a hard class, the fact that you're teaching a tough subject, whatever it happens to be, celebrate those small wins and celebrate them often. Maintain balance outside of the classroom. This is going to be a big one, okay? And I keep saying it through and through all the videos. Got to be disciplined and setting your boundaries, and not just identifying as a teacher all the time. Meaning that as soon as I leave work for the day, I'm not doing anything to do with teaching, okay? When I'm I make sure I'm effective as possible, as I can be when I'm at school. But when I'm outside of school, I'm not a teacher anymore. I'm father, everything else I'm doing, trying to, do businesses on the side and stuff like that. That balance, too often I think teachers, I think they have to be teachers all the time, especially outside of school, making your training, responding to emails, planning the perfect lesson, making sure the marking's up to date. Just realise your life outside teaching as well, and don't let it tie up to your whole identity. Okay, and try not to let teaching to consume every moment. And if you are, just, find ways, your support network, look at your mental health, like meditation, stuff like that, exercise, whatever works for you, get out and do it. So, there you have it. In conclusion, the keys to longevity as a classroom: prioritize your well-being, build a support network, and keep learning. Set realistic expectations. These habits do seem challenging, but start small and they'll keep you going and balanced in teaching, hopefully for as long as you want to, and you stay passionate. So, if you found this video helpful, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button for more tips and content for teachers. Okay, let me know in the comments what your #1 secret is for surviving as a teacher. Like always, thanks for listening.